Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Tom Morgan Drum Studio. Today we're over on the drum set and we're going to talk about using one of the most important drum set books ever written, Ted Reed's Syncopation book. I don't think it was originally written to be used as a drum set book, but thousands and thousands of drummers have used it in a lot of different ways. And today I'm just going to show you one little way that you can develop some fills using this book. Now, the page that everybody talks about and starts on is page 38. And there's 8 pages of exercises here that you can use to do this. But if these are too difficult, you can go earlier in the book and use these same ideas and start at a simpler level. But I'm going to start on 38 because that's really kind of where the action is in this book and where this technique really comes into its own. Okay, before you start using this, of course you have to own the book, so I would definitely, every drummer who's serious about playing drums should own Ted Reed's Syncopation book. It's highly available online, steveweissmusic.com. Your local music store should have it. But to do this, there's really a few little stickings, triplet stickings, that you have to probably work on ahead of time before you can plunge into this. So I'm just going to show you that. These are all triplets. And so the first sticking is an incredibly useful sticking: right, left, left. Right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left. Triplet, triplet. Okay? So I'm just going to practice that by itself first. And you want to get it as fast as you can get it, you know. Other sound sources, like just moving it over to the small tom. You can also jump down and substitute your bass drum for the right hand, so you could go. Okay, so I'm using the bass drum there. Likely, if you've never done this before, you're going to have to start somewhere around at that tempo and work on it slowly. Try not to get excited and practice it faster than you can really play it. I always say practice these kinds of exercises at the top speed you can go and still control it and still be even. And using a metronome can be really helpful. You can even chart your progress by, recording the tempo that you can play it on this day, and then continue to practice it and check yourself the next day and the next day and see. You'll notice that you're making tangible progress, being able to play it faster and faster as you continue to work on it. But you have to really work on it and play this for long periods of time. So you want to do it much longer than that, a couple of minutes at a time without stopping. Fatigue your muscles and then let them relax. And, that's how you develop muscles, not only strength, but coordination. Part of the issue here is not just getting your muscles fast enough to do it, but timing, making sure that, it doesn't sound like, you don't have it even. Because when you think about it, if you just think about what each hand's doing separately, that's not very hard, and that's not very hard either. But connecting them and making it sound like a triplet, that's where the trick is. Okay, so that's one of the stickings. Another one is the reverse of that, just left, left, right. Which is really the same sticking, but this is where you may be using your hi-hat. You may find when you first start doing this that just the fact that you're doing it backwards plays tricks on your mind, and you'll have to practice it to get to where your brain can make that be as even as the right, left, left sticking. Okay? Another sticking that's going to come up in the system is right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right. So you're going 1, trip, left, 2, trip, left, 3, trip, 4. I'm putting a slight accent on the right hand because you'll see later that that's going to be how we use it. The last sticking is just left, left, left. Okay? Because sometimes that's going to happen in this system. Okay, so assuming that you've learned those stickings, you can turn over to page 38, and you can we'll just take the first 2 lines of that exercise 1. And what we're going to do is play the rhythm. Well, first of all, of course, you have to be able to read the rhythm accurately. So if you read it just exactly as it's written, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 4, and 1, 2, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 4. Okay, so, but what we're going to do is we're going to play it we're going to change our eighth notes from being straight, like that, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, to a triplet style. So what we're going to do is make it so that the notes that are on the downbeats are going to be the same, but the notes that are on the ands, the upbeats, are actually going to fall on the 3rd triplet note. So any note on the downbeat is going to be no different than what I just played. Any note on an and or upbeat is going to be on the or the triplet, 1 and 2, or the lit, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, like that. So so that the notes that are on the ands are going to be closer to the notes that are on the downbeat. The notes that are on the downbeat, there's going to be a bigger space between them and the notes that are on the and. So it's going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So again, if I count it out loud on that, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So you have to practice that until that becomes just second nature. When I play it, I don't even really think about counting it. I just know how it feels to play these syncopated rhythms in a swing or triplet style. So, if I played it a little faster, 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, now the next step is where we're going to basically fill in all the other triplets that I'm not playing with my right hand with my left. And you'll find that those stickings we just practiced are the only ones that will occur, in various combinations as we play this. So if you look at the first measure, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, the first one is right, left, right, because we have the first note on the number and the second note on the and. So I'm going to play the note in the middle with my left hand. And then the next one is a left, left, right. And then the last two are right, left, lefts. So if you put it all together, that first measure is... Okay? And so maybe you might want to just, as you're learning this, maybe just take the first measure and practice playing just that over and over. Move your hand over to the tom, it sounds like this. Keep doing that with each of the measures. The second measure is going to be right, left, left, right, left, left for the first two counts, and then left, left, right for the last two counts. So if I put the first two measures together, it sounds like this. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, played it twice. Okay, so if I play those first two lines, it'll sound like this. I'll put the hi-hat in there too. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. What that does is it opens up a whole new way of thinking about playing fills. If you practice all 8 pages of this that way, pretty soon you're going to develop the ability to just think about what the right hand's playing, and just the left hand will just kind of automatically fall into place. So if I'm playing along, maybe I just think about a rhythm. The left hand. So let's just put this into context a little bit to finish off this video. I'll just play some time as if I'm maybe trading fours with myself, and I'll play some fills, and again I'm just improvising this, but I'll try to use that technique. I'll probably end up doing other things that aren't that technique, in addition to that, but hopefully you can pick out the places where I'm using the right hand lead with the left hand filling in the hole. So here we go. We'll go a little faster. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So what you're going to do is practice this until it becomes second nature. This will take time. I didn't learn it all in 1 minute. I practiced it for long time. Still practice it. And but it becomes part of your vocabulary, part of your bag of tricks. So, you know, none of those things I just played were brand new things I'd never played before, but the combinations that I came up with probably were things maybe I'd never played before. But I have this technique that I've worked on that is like one way of expressing myself. And the more of those techniques you develop, the bigger your vocabulary becomes and the wider range of expression that you have musically. So, in the coming weeks and months, we're going to explore some other types of things like this, but you add them all together and eventually you just don't think about them and they just flow out of you, just like when you're talking. You don't have to think about, you know, sentence structure, you just talk. And so that's kind of the way this works. All right, so I hope that's helpful to you. If you have more questions, put them in the comments below. Please like this video if you liked it, and please subscribe because there'll be more content like this along with our snare drum stuff as well. All right, thanks a lot. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.